This man suddenly discovered he had 500 children. 20 years ago, he donated 69 samples to a fertility clinic. Now those children have grown up and want to meet their biological father. A lawyer handed him a folder with all the kids' profiles. He immediately rejected it and tossed the whole thing in the trash, refusing to face the truth. But curiosity got the better of him. He eventually opened the bag and pulled out a random file. What he found shocked him. A famous soccer player turned out to be his son. He went to a game and saw the kid score a goal. Excited, he shouted from the stands, touched by the fact that they shared the same athletic genes. He kept going. The next profile belonged to a bartender, handsome and charming. He disguised himself as a customer and sat at the bar. When he overheard his son might miss an important audition, he tossed him his truck keys and promised to cover his shift. But the boss found out, and he ended up ruining the job. He felt awful until he found out his son nailed the audition and became an actor. That moment brought him true joy. He then made it his mission to secretly meet all 500 kids. One son was a lifeguard, so he went swimming. Another was a street musician, so he hyped him up to attract the crowd. When his daughter, a model, was being harassed, he stepped in and warned the guy off. Every encounter left him more emotionally connected. Eventually, all the children gathered in one place. It was a beautiful and emotional moment. He decided to reveal his identity. But then the lawyer handed him a newspaper. The mystery father had become global news. If he sued the clinic, he could get a huge settlement. But only if he stayed anonymous. Drowning in debt from loan sharks, he agreed to keep quiet. The lawyer won the case and he received $200,000. But the kids were heartbroken. They didn't see him as a bad guy. On the contrary, they were grateful for the life he gave them. That's when he had a change of heart. He confessed everything to his own father, who gave him a stack of cash and told him to do the right thing. He went online and revealed his identity. The next morning, all 500 children were waiting outside his home. They hugged him tightly. Would you give up $200,000 for something like this?